Hey Faith, it's Thursday, or it's actually almost Friday. Sorry guys. So first of all, I just want to thank you guys for welcoming me into this group. It's gonna be fun. So I am kind of the epitome of a fledgling vlogger, so yeah, please be gentle. You can tell that tomorrow is the 4th of July because people have been setting off illegal fireworks since about 6 p.m. in my neighborhood. So this topic was actually kind of a request from Hannah because probably some of you guys know, but we go to the same school, and so we end up having to follow the same rules. And so last year we had a new dean installed in our school, and he's been pretty controversial. Basically, the guy doesn't know how to deal with teenagers at all, which is kind of bad considering you're, the dean of high school, and, pretty much 97% of the people that you work with are teenagers. So anyway, so this is just going to be talking about, well, not just teenage psychology, but pretty much people psychology. Because, people don't stop being, a little bit rebellious their whole lives. So basically this guy's biggest problem is that he focuses too much on the minutia. He focuses too much on the small problems. He puts too much time into those. For example, so, as a senior prank, well, actually, first you guys are going to have to know some background. Our school used to be St. Joseph's High School, and then the name was changed to St. Joseph High School. And, I don't know, some people didn't like that, it didn't really matter, but as a senior prank, a whole bunch of seniors decided to go around and, put apostrophe S's on sticky notes on all the signs that said St. Joseph. And he freaked out, and they all got in huge trouble. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like probably one of the tamest senior pranks I have ever heard of. My mother actually went to my high school when she was my age, and their senior prank was putting a car on the roof. Additionally, it's kind of a tradition at our school for seniors to take their uniforms and cut them up, or have everyone sign them, or cut off the sleeves, or something like that, for the last day of school. And so, of course, our seniors followed this tradition, and our dean gave every single one of them a detention slip on the last day of school, and wanted them to come in and serve a detention after their school year had ended for not wearing their uniform properly on the very last day of high school. The funny thing about this was that our principal could not have cared less. She just laughed and was like, "Looking good, guys." What he doesn't realize is that by doing this, he's turning every single one of those seniors into a martyr. Because we all go, "Oh, look at those seniors. They're like, the dean is being so mean to them. Why would he do that on the last day of school?" And I can tell you, looking around at all the other juniors, we were all being like, you know what? We've got to come together, and we've got to find the best senior prank possible. We've got to do something crazier than these guys did. So, pretty much, that backfired in the worst way possible. Another classic is that on senior skip day, he basically said, if you miss a period, then you get docked a percentage in that class. Personal note, I'm a member of the girls' swim team at our school, and like a lot of schools, it's a tradition that when our athletes have a meet or a game that night, they can dress up. But he came in and he changed the rule so that only boys' teams can do this, because girls were going to dress like sluts on these days. First of all, you're not giving us a chance. You're assuming something negative about our character. Second of all, this is kind of gross, but most girls' high school swim teams, we don't shave our legs during the season, so that when we shave for like a city or a state meet, we're faster, or at least mentally. So, we're not gonna be wearing short skirts, friend. Not even close. Anyway, there are a lot of stories like this about this guy. This video could probably be 30 minutes long, but I don't really think you guys would appreciate that. So I'm just gonna basically sum up my argument here. Basically, what this guy thinks is that the more rules you have, the better the school is going to run. However, most, especially in teenagers, but in pretty much all people, if you give somebody enough freedom that they're comfortable, they're not going to want to rebel, or at least not that much. Definitely not advocating anarchy. People need guidelines for, behavior and stuff, especially in some place like a school. But when you take that to the extreme and you make people uncomfortable with the rules, or you make them feel like they're constantly slighted, or that it's them against the administration, that creates a problem because, school and life is supposed to be a teacher. It's supposed to be something that you work with. You should be able to work with your teachers and with your peers. If you have so many rules that it begins to feel like an us versus them, X-Men versus Sentinels kind of nonsense, people are going to want to rebel. Like, he just had a rule that got sent out this summer that we're not going to be allowed to wear, headphones in the hallways or in the cafeteria. That's a stupid rule. You think you're going to create better behaved students, but all you're going to do is create more rebels. I mean, it's just how people, or most people, work. So, I guess that's what I'm saying. A little bit of control is necessary, but, when you take it to that extreme, that, you no longer see the people who are supposed to be teaching you as teachers, but rather as, some sort of RoboCop, thought police, then it just doesn't work. Anyway, so that's all I've got to say. How did I do? Francis, I'll see you tomorrow.